Oh, yes, my lords and ladies. Geeks, geekerellas, geekulas, and geekeritas. I am Lord Blooddraw, and we are here to celebrate creativity and imagination. Great works wrought in fabric, in foam, in leather, and in fur. My lords and ladies, welcome to the 2016 Con-volution Masquerade Contest. Absolutely, we've got some great contestants of all ages back there. And by the way, I used the term geeks, geekerellas, geekulas, and geekeritas. Not everybody knows what I mean by that, so I'll explain just very quickly. A geek is a full-grown male, well, geek. Everybody here knows what a geek is. We're all geeks. Geekerella, full-grown female geekerella, or female geek. Now, when a geek and a geekerella meet and play the same games and love the same TV shows and read the same comics, the great bird of the galaxy may swoop in and present them with a geekula, a little male geek, or a geekerita, a little female geek. Isn't nature wonderful? Anyway, my lords and ladies, I digress. We are here to look at some great costumers, some great cosplayers, and the people who have the unenviable job of judging these contestants are coming up here right now. My lords and ladies, I present to you the presentation judges. Here is Debbie B. Kahalo. And of course, Lilifay. And our workmanship judges, John O. and Chris O. Let's give them a big hand, and you folks back there, give them a big hand. Not that they're going to influence them or anything, but thank you all. Now if you'll take your seats of prominence. I believe we're ready to begin. As soon as I put my eyes on. And now, are we ready to see some great costumes and some great cosplayers, my lords and ladies? Absolutely. Here is entry number 1, Cruella de Vil. Cruella de Vil is known for being cutting-edge fashion. This season, she is sporting a little black dress, fire engine red shoes, and a signature white fur coat composed of over 2,000 yards of yarn. Next year's fashion trends look a little more spotty. Costume based on Disney's 101 Dalmatians animated character Cruella de Vil, designed and worn by Shael Haman. And now, entry number 2, Monster Hunter for hire. Do werewolves howl and hunt your nearby forests by the light of the full moon? Do monsters slink through your swamps at dusk? Do your neighbors bar their doors with garlic and crosses, wary of vampires creeping in to drain their blood? Do witches lure your village children into the forests with promises of candy houses? Then fear no more! Drake, Monster Hunter Extraordinaire, is at your service. Formerly apprenticed to Van Helsing, Drake has perfected his skills and arsenal like no witch hunter before him. His armor and coat are magicked with protection runes. His gun comes equipped with both silver slugs and crossbow stakes for whatever lurks behind the red eyes that stare at you from the blackest night. His silver and steel blend axe can separate both witch or ghoul from their screeching heads with equal ease. All this for the low daily retainer of just 1 bag of gold, plus supplies and weapon repair. His expert skills will rid you of your pesky monster problems once and for all. Extra charges may apply for disposal of toxic remains. That's Monster Hunter for Hire, presented and constructed by Don Sir. Absolutely. And now, entry number 3, Metadon EX and the Mandroids. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the premier entertainment robot straight from the underground on his first world tour, performing his hit single, Hard Drive. The one, the only, Metadon EX and the Mandroids.
Darling, I can show you where my love hides. It's a heartbeat on a hard drive. Yeah, I'm dancing with your soul in my sight. It's a showdown in the spotlight. I'm dreaming like no dreamer ever could. There's my name up in lights. 15 minutes won't suffice, baby. I'm sorry, but it's for the greater good. Raise the stakes, take a fight, and these ratings might ignite, baby. You got a lot to nerve, my friend. Strut my stuff, you know I'm blabbering. You're gonna go to the dungeon. Do you really think that I will win? Darling, I can show you where my love hides. It's a heartbeat on a hard drive. Yeah, I'm dancing with your soul in my sight. It's a showdown in the spotlight. Electric personality, persona fabulosity, with romance, bloodshed, and intrigue. Give the people what they need. A star for humanity. My face on a million screens. I'll turn your heel, but don't you flee. Who needs arms with legs like these? Darling, I can show you where my love hides. It's a heartbeat on a hard drive. It's a heartbeat on a hard drive.
Oh,
yes.
Metadon EX and the Mandroids. Presented by Bill Howard, Blue Chartreuse, Lady Axiom, constructed by Lady Axiom. Absolutely. And now, entry number 4, quite simply, Gender Bent Pinkie Pie.
Party!
Oh, shit. My lords and ladies, Gender Bent Pinkie Pie. And now, it's going to take me a minute to get over that. And now, entry number 5, Zarina, the Pirate Fairy. Once upon a time, past the second star to the right and straight on till morning, in a hidden corner of Neverland called Pixie Hollow, there lived a fairy named Zarina. Zarina was a tinker fairy. She was fascinated with trying to learn how pixie dust worked its magic. But one day, her experiments got out of control. Disappointed and sad, Zarina ran away from Pixie Hollow. During her travels, Zarina met up with a band of buccaneers. She became the Pirate Fairy. Zarina discovered she had been tricked by an evil pirate, one day to be known as Captain Hook. With the help of Tinkerbell and her fairy friends, Zarina defeated the pirates and returned to Pixie Hollow. What a big adventure for such a little fairy. Zarina the Pirate Fairy, presented by Marina Sir, constructed by Cheryl and Dawn Sir. And now, entry number 6, Aqua. Yes. Aqua, presented and constructed by Alex. And now, Spy vs. Spy. In a world powered by steam, a Cold War reigns supreme. Top secret bags conceal a lie. in a mad, mad world of spy versus spy. Boom! That was Spy versus Spy, presented by Logan and Reef, sir, constructed by Dawn and Cheryl, sir. And now entry number 8, Cephalopod Wrangler. Now please stay in your seats, don't be alarmed. Carrie is a trained professional and everything is under control. Carrie Cicerago, Cephalopod Wrangler, is a recent graduate of the Miskatonic School of Cryptid and Cephalopod Management. Here she is with Mr. Darcy, Mr. Bingley, Colonel Brandon, Otto, Bubbles, and Hank. And she's off. Best of luck with that, Carrie. Cephalopod Wrangler, presented and constructed by Carrie Cicerago. And now, entry number 9, Space Cowboys of a certain age. There weren't never promise a happily ever after, and most met their fate fighting the good fight. Only a few got off in time to find a home planet side. For the rest, home was wherever they stowed their gear. But sometimes home wasn't a notion that fit much with how the black had upended them, and the cargo of years didn't always allow for recollection of exactly where they were or how they'd come to be there. At such times, it's best to have someone as knows you well at your back. For all that, there's still goods to haul, and people as wants to go from place to place unnoticed, and even an occasional unjustness to set right. As a wise man once said, crew come and crew go, but the verse abides. Space Cowboys of a certain age. Presented and constructed by Bill Weldon, Stuart Ferguson, and Sandy Spires. Absolutely. And now, entry number 10, Simon and Marcie. 1,000 years ago, before Adventure Time, Simon and Marcie make their way across the blasted remains of a city devastated by the Mushroom Wars. Every shadow can hide dangers, but also wonders, artifacts of a lost age. A silhouette flits across the alley, then another. The mutant gangs have found this place. The ice crown can stop them, but with every use, Simon loses more and more of himself. They try to elude the gangs once more. The crown must wait a little longer. Simon and Marcie, presented and constructed by Lyndon and Glenn Tarr. And now, entry number 11, Speed Racer. Here comes Speed Racer, he's a demon on wheels. Speed Racer, presented and constructed by E.M. Hartlove. And by the way, I got the instruction here, sing it, so I wasn't improvising there. My heart dropped when I saw sing it, believe me. Anyway. And now, entry number 12. 2016 is the year when a terrible being with tiny hands and an unnatural skin tone might rise to power and change the course of history forever. This is truly the age of monsters.
I feel like I could. Like I could. Like I could. Take on the world.
I, for one, welcome our evil tentacled overlord. That's Day of the Tentacle, presented and constructed by Meta Hedden and Brian Little. And now, our final entry, entry 13, Ambassadors from Planet Chia. Ambassadors Swamp Chia and Dry Cha from Planet Chia have traveled to Earth to gain support from the Earth Alliance in their ongoing dispute over water rights on their planet.
He's not a funny thing. Everything he wants is all the water.
I implore you, Earthanoids, at your next Galactic Summit meeting, vote in favor of Southern Chia. They are the...
These rocks.
Oh! They want our rocks, but they won't give us water.
Why? You just evaporated.
Oh, they have things like bathrooms. You do not want to know what they do to their water in there. Oh, it's awful. They have water slides and water weenies.
Yes.
Swimming pools.
Better than yours.
Yes, it's all filled with rats. And they will not give us water. So, please, I implore you, the next galactic meeting, please, please, please vote in favor of Southern Chia. Not this clown.
You do understand. This is planet with 3/4 water.
Exactly.
The sides would be.
So they would know. Oh.
Well, wait a minute now. You understand that we're in the middle of a pretty heavy political struggle in this country ourselves. Please don't bring your political struggles to us.
This doesn't
We
matter
can't.
to me.
But we can't handle your political strife. I mean, yeah, we've got one. Well, actually, you've come to the wrong state. This is California. We don't have much to spare. Have you looked at the water table recently? California's not doing good.
On the flight in, all we saw was a lot of water. And what?
Yeah, but we're gonna need that if things keep going the way they are.
You need your water.
It's
Oh,
plenty
great.
else.
We're gonna, okay, do you need fresh water or salt water? Does it matter to you?
Yes.
What do you want?
Both.
You want both? See, this is California. We can't.
We'll not work with them. We'll not work with
Sweden.
This is what I have to deal with every time.
Well, my lords and ladies, the ambassadors from Planet Chia. Now, my lords and ladies, you've seen the contestants, and we've had a minor political debate. Now, while the judges take on the very hard task of judging the winners of today's contest,